So let's just say if you're having an issue where the users are not getting these email notifications where they're set up to send to the user email and they're not getting the phone notification. So I guess the first thing to always check is to make sure the source code, the custom fields are all correct. So I'll usually go into here, search for all the open brackets, and make sure it follows with the full custom values, because I've seen issues like where there is some code between the custom values, so the message won't be able to fire. So if there's something in between the custom fields, make sure you're going to redo that field and then try to save it and try to send a test email again and see if that works. But in this case, let's make sure that the custom fields are all good. And after that, the second one could be the links in the email. So I've also seen like where there is a %22 within the link. So in that case, you will need to remove that as well. And aside from that, let's just say the users are still not getting these notifications. So the next thing to check is when is the user assigned to the lead. So right now I have this set up here where the form gets submitted and then they will be adding to the campaign, sending these message, and then got assigned. So the trigger will fire at the time when when the form gets submitted. So when the lead opt in through the form, the lead was not assigned to any lead. So even though you have this set up here where it gets assigned, these trigger will still fire as if the lead it's not assigned, because it's all going to trigger based on the condition of the lead when they submit the form. So that is when they do not have any user assigned. So the fix for this would be to assign the user through the campaign. So in this case, I have the Your Offer Claim Nurture campaign. So the first edit here we'll make is to go into the campaign and assign the user through the campaign. And once the form gets submitted, you will then have another trigger for once the lead got added to the campaign. So in this case, let's just say if I have two, but never mind, let's just put it as one of them. So you go into the campaign, assign the user through the campaign instead of using the trigger, and that would make sure that the leads are all assigned to this campaign when they join the campaign. So hit save here, and the next thing to do is to duplicate this trigger, and you can name it however you want. I guess I will just put it like this. So after you duplicate the trigger, you will continue to keep this trigger when the form gets submitted, go into the nurture campaign, etc. But then in the trigger that you duplicate, so this is the duplicate one, you will switch this to add to campaign. So once the lead got added to the campaign, then we'll fire the notifications. So that makes sure that when they're added to the campaign, they're already assigned through the campaign. So the condition of the lead is they all have the assigned users. So from there, we can then send the notifications. So in the first trigger here, you will not need these steps to send. You don't even need the assign to user because it's going to be assigned through the campaign. So this looks good, and then you can save this. And the next one here, you will set it up as if once they're added to the campaign, then send these notifications, and you would delete this because they're already assigned through the campaign. So in this case, all the users will be getting the email notification and the SMS notification, because the condition here of the lead is that they are already assigned through the campaign.